Hi, my name is Amiere A. I go by he, him pronouns, and I play the character Xavien Maevery.
Hi, I'm Aria Martinez. I go by she, her pronouns, and I play Catalina Xavien. I would say the only one that I have had the pleasure of watching dystopian wise is Divergent.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is Divergent. I only saw the first Hunger Games. Don't come for me. I couldn't watch the rest. I apologize.
It's a freedom. My favorite one, I have an anime. It's a new one that just came out, and it's called Gotcha Kuda. It's actually written in art style by a female manga artist. Very good.
I did see the first episode.
Mhm.
I will say I am going to continue it, but I couldn't say that was my favorite. That would just be lying. I haven't seen all of it, but it does look interesting.
So for me, I have to remember very hard. So I know mine was through Backstage, and I had submitted for Xavier because I'm a twin as well. And so I was like, okay, well, I like the way this show highlights and different people of all nationalities, but also like different spectrums of the LGBTQ society. I ended up putting a Backstage submission in, and then I got a call back, and I did it through virtual. I think I still have my self tape, if I'm not mistaken.
So mine, I wouldn't say it was a traditional audition because I didn't know it was an audition. Our proof of concept director, Catherine, I actually worked with her in another proof of concept where she was the assistant director. And I spoke to her. I guess I made a good impression. Good on me. And she asked me to read for Catalina one day, just like as like a fill-in for reading. I didn't know it was an audition, so I read. I had a good time, and then I got an email saying, "Hey, we want to offer you the role." I was like, "Offer?" It's like, when did I audition for this role? But I was like, you know what? I ain't questioning nothing. So I said, absolutely. So that was basically my audition story. At least for me, I'm not going to speak for both of us in saying that it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. After, dealing with COVID and everything else, it was really fun to be on a full set where it was like a full crew, full like background actors. It felt really nice to have people around and to have hair and makeup. I felt very taken care of. So I really appreciate everyone on set that did their part to make us actors look good and to take care of us and make us feel comfortable.
No, I would honestly have to agree with you. I feel as though just, when we're all together as actors and then when there's film that takes over, and it takes a long time, y'all, a long time. But I feel like the experience itself was just really fun and opening and inviting, but also was challenging as well. I feel like as actors, we have to be challenged to what material we're given. And I feel like Catherine really did that justice. So yeah, I really agree with everything Ari is saying.
Was the hand holding Catherine's note to do that during the locker scene when you're being interrogated?
I think that we did that authentically.
Oh wait, when
Where
when
me
when
and
they're
you,
interrogating us?
yeah, I
Oh
think that
yeah,
was
I think
authentic.
that was authentic. I think we literally just grabbed each other because it was
Yeah,
one of those things where, like you said, like we're in the moment. This is as much as like we've been fighting and we have our differences on how we
yeah.
feel in certain situations. Our one
Instinct,
lifeline right now
yeah.
is each other, and
hmm
it's like everyone else is against us.
So who else are you gonna turn to?
Exactly. Who else am I gonna grab other than my sibling? I need to grab my sibling. I
Mhm.
forgot that we did that. I completely forgot.
That's what because I realized too, for me personally, I like to have actors caught off guard. So I'll do like things that we didn't plan.
Oh no, I do enjoy that.
Keeps us off our toes. You don't have to
Yeah,
take
it keeps you on your toes because once you plan everything between the person's like comfortable with and everything,
Yeah.
you know how the dynamic's going to be. So it's just if I need to try something and do something to get an authentic reaction, feel the scene. If you know your scene partner, I'm always game for it because I'm like, I want the best possible outcome for the scene.
I agree. Yeah.
I want good, authentic, like, chemistry. Like,
Right.
I'm always for that because that just makes the film better.
I 100% agree. I feel like watching different shows and then seeing how different actors work together. So, like for example, I have like what Sarah Michelle Gellar in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Charisma Carpenter who played Cordelia.
Right.
Very two contrasting characters, but they had come for a moment in the scene where I forgot what season it is, but Buffy, she is just torn down. And Cordelia, who is honestly a really horrible person, she comforts Buffy and asks, I'll take you home. So just like that notion of like each character and each actor noticing like, oh, this is a moment where we have to be vulnerable with each other and how can I help you out? So yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
You go first. Sounds
So-
like you got something to say.
So I don't wear makeup in my daily, life. When we were first trying to figure out like what makeup and what the world was like, I was like, what the heck? But then I was like, this is actually part of the world, so you have to be able to adapt to like what you normally do to what the character does and just the world itself. So I believe the artist, Matt, they're just so helpful. It's like very comforting.
My hair and makeup journey it took a little bit because my character does have half green, half purple hair, and I wasn't going to permanently dye my hair that. We had played around with a wig that was straight and really long, and that was pretty cool, but I did appreciate that our writer, producer, our God creator, Sarah, wanted to make sure that my hair was my hair texture, my curly hair. Like we weren't gonna hide that. Like that's my hair.
You gotta show the natural.
Exactly. So I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, there's not many like wigs that would look like that. So that's fair. But our hair and makeup artist did a fabulous job. It was semi-permanent. It wasn't actually permanent hair dyes that they put in my hair day of, combed it through. It came out really potent. Like you're really able to see it on camera, really put it out there. And Mac really, took their time with the makeup and everything. So I was really happy with how everything came out, with how the hair came out. It was different. I wasn't expecting to look that way. I'd never done that to my hair. The most I did to my hair was in high school. I did like an ombre. It was like blonde on the bottom.
Okay.
And that was it. So that's more adventurous. I got to see what my hair looked like, two-toned of green and purple. And I went home like that. I went home like that because I wasn't going to wash it out there.
You mentioned where the wig went.
Oh, yeah. So the long, straight green and purple wig that we used for photo shoots, which if you've seen the photo shoot, that actually went to me. They gifted it to me, and then I reused it in my husband's music video, Quinn. I wore that as one of the personalities of my Quinn character, and that was a lot of fun to be able to rewatch that and to see it in a different world. It was nice.
I'm really looking forward to working with you more. I noticed, yes.
Oh
I
my
noticed
God,
for
such
me.
a kiss ass. I love it.
I noticed for me that it's really interesting. I love watching people act. Like when I'm watching a show, I'm like, because I went to Neighbor Playhouse, so like I studied Meister and you studied method. So I like how I'm able to use the technique that I learned to understand how you are and how you work. And I think for me, it's really, really telling. I think what I really liked during the scene when we were filming the concept, we were in the hallway and you were just so.
Oh, when I zoned?
Yes. And I do the same thing too. I just block out everything but like when when the acting is so authentic, is that when the two people really are connecting and you and the other person don't hear anything in the room and you're just solely focused on what the situation is.
Yes.
And we were solely focused on getting out of this school because these people are coming at us like crazy,
You're like,
crazy
get
bitches.
out.
I'm really looking forward to the secrets that are going to be unhidden and unveiled. Sarah. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to like the adventure and the embark that we're gonna go take on. So.
No, I agree with that. I'm looking forward to being back on set with you because that was fun. I did like the ability to like kind of let loose when they were like, okay, now just fight.
Yes.
it was
Yes.
nice because we were able to feel
Do
that
we have
off
that
each
scene?
other. That's probably, but I did enjoy that a lot. So I'm excited just to get back on set and just to be on camera with my co-stars. And I am looking very forward to Sarah revealing secrets and things that we don't know. And granted,
we don't know a lot.
So if people come up to us and just like, who did this? Who that? We don't know anything. We just know what was given to us, and we're basically being Tom Holland, even though we would never say anything. I would say it is good for us so that we have an authentic reaction to certain things.
I agree.
And it would help us on set. But I definitely feel like I'm being Tom Holland. I know how to keep my mouth shut, but it's fair for what we have to go through. So I do appreciate it. But I'm anticipating. I can't wait. I need to know.
I would say I love how Xavien expresses his opinion to his sister.
You like that?
I feel, yeah, I do. I feel like he doesn't back down from what he believes in. I also feel like Kat doesn't either. Even though it may be the opposite from what each other believes in, I feel like as a family unit, they stand up for what they believe in individually. So that's what I like about Xavien.
Oh, it's so poised. So poised. So what do I like about Catalina? This is a thinker.
Attitude.
I do like her attitude. I do like her attitude. I like the ability, like I was saying about our similarities. I like the ability to have that angst and ability to speak my mind as this character and not really hold anything back, even to authority. She has issues with authority. You can clearly tell that. And I have had that issue growing up. So it was nice to, like, in the real world, there are those big consequences. You have to, be respectful and everything else.
Right.
But at
Respect
least
your
for
element.
Catalina, what I like is that she's not afraid to speak her mind and is able to speak to people who are older than her, authority figures, everything else, to let them know, like, no, you're wrong. Even though she's younger than them, you're not going to tell her that she's wrong or gaslight her into believing something else, especially with the situation that's happening with her anyway. Yeah, that's how I like that. Her attitude. Yeah. Relate to decisions. Do you got something?
I relate I would think I would relate to Xavier. I'm a twin too. So yeah, I think I relate to him not only because he's a twin, just because of the way that he navigates through certain situations. He's more analytical and a little bit more logical, which I prefer to be. Sometimes there's a little emotion there, but sometimes you have to like go on that path.
I'm struggling over here in terms of who I relate to. I mean, I could say I relate to Catalina, but it only goes so
So far.
far in terms of like her issues. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I have to imagine to be able to play her, right? But I haven't experienced any of that type of loss, thank God. And I would say, like, in terms of maybe just, I'll keep saying it. It's really the angst and the attitude. I think that's really drew me to Catalina, and I am happy that Sarah, our writer, our God creator, really liked the way I played Catalina because I guess apparently like Catalina hasn't been always a likable character, and whatever I was able to give to it made her like, oh, this is a more tolerable character. So I'm happy I was able to lighten that because I was able to see and understand that Catalina isn't just angry. There's all these complex emotions happening for this girl, and just portraying her angry could make her seem, for lack of a better term, like a bitch. And but there's reasons behind to why it's like this, and I want to make sure that was portrayed that way. So I would say, like, so I was able to give some likeness to her. I'm happy about that. So I'll relate to her in just really the angst and attitude, but I'm able to portray it in a way where it's not so exhausting. Maybe hitting us with the hard
I
questions, aren't you?
know this is like so analytical.
In terms of who I would be, I love Helena. Like I would say I don't know much of like Helena's backstory. I just know what I read in certain scripts and what was portrayed by the wonderful actress. I mean,
Ami.
it was so good. I would say like I would love to play that role as well because that gives like a very like authoritative ruling the hallways type thing. Just ruling things. I just feel that. At least that's what Ami was able to portray.
I would say Noah Archibald. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Archwell. Yes. I really, really like the secrecy of characters and what are they hiding and what goes between that. Because Noah is carrying a lot. Noah's carrying a lot.
You can see it.
And I'm really intrigued in wanting to know why are you hiding all of this? And your father's all these things.
But definitely as a thinker, I mean, as of right now, in terms of age, I'm not a teenager anymore. So it did challenge me to really still bring that teenage angst that Catalina needs. But I do feel as though I'm similar in the way of still having that angst because I was angsty as a teenager. But the definite difference would be I wouldn't dye my hair in protest of my government. At least I don't think I would go that far right now, especially as an actor. I don't want to do anything permanent to my hair. I would say similar in the fact that instead of like doing physical protest, I will be outspoken about things. So I would actually go to a physical protest. I would probably still speak my mind, even though I'll have like someone tell me like, don't say that. Like cameras are watching. I don't care. Like I'll still speak my mind to let you know how I'm feeling. So I think I really bonded with Catalina, being able to be like, oh, I can say what I want, and it's in the script and it's telling me to be this way or to fight with my siblings. I have siblings, so I know what that's like. So it was nice.
How me and Xavier are similar would be that we both want to do the right thing, that we may seem that it's the right thing, and that we may get caught up in a love situation. And then contrasting wise, I feel like I dress better. I feel like Xavier is a little bit more Jake from State Farm type vibe, the way he dresses. But
You know, your character out here catching strays, and he can't even defend himself.
yes, that's the answer to the question.
That was great.
This whole process really, really, really has taught me to just take my time during certain things. Also, the professionalism, just through like the intimacy coordination with like certain scenes that we had to do, and then just like the casting of us as well. I feel like we work very well together, and that the director and the writer just saw us in the characters that she wrote, seeing where we were before and now where we are now. It's just been a monumental change. And again, the support between the different communities that this series is supporting, it really helps because it just shows that your voice is not dimmed. Your voice is definitely elevated and heard, so we hear everything.
This is probably the most inclusive set I've been on. That's, you know, very, lack of a better term, cautious, making sure that everyone's comfortable, making sure that everyone within, especially like on set, making sure that everyone is taken care of. The process with, you know, being casted together. And it was nice that there were multiple times where we still got to know each other, that there was multiple rehearsals. I really enjoyed the professionalism, and that just lets me know that every set's going to be different, every experience creating a project is going to be different, but that doesn't mean I have to settle for less. I can know that there's going to be professionalism, people who are there, that there are more creatives out there like myself who aren't in it to make a quick buck. Like, you want to create something, you want to know that money will come, just keep creating. So once you like band together as a team and agree, you know, going to keep the momentum going, because we've been working on this for a really long time. I do believe in this series, so I feel like if you just keep that mindset, eventually, you know, like those things will come out of it, but you're just gonna have fun along the way. So it really showed me the patience in making a project, the ins and outs, because, you know, I made projects in college, but there's nothing like making a project as an adult, and where you have the literally the sky is the limit. There's no restrictions. There's you doing things that you want to do, and you plan out accordingly with the team that you have. So I just enjoy that a big group of people really believe in the project, and it's just been teaching me that we can just keep this going as long as we're having fun.